All right, so, all right, Henry, I'll see you soon. And Liam, you're it, by the way.
No, you, man.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. All right, cheerio. All right, that was Liam and Henry, who I just saw for the second straight day. Why? Because yesterday we went to the beaches. We ate at a very good. This guy's looking back at me. We ate at a very nice Chinese restaurant called the Garden Gate on Queen Street, east in the beaches. And I had some of the most warmest fried rice. If that's how I don't know if I senses that correctly. But yeah, the fried rice is very warm. And then we've got ice cream across the streets. There they go. They're walking to Bloor West Village, which is actually just down the street from here. The taking place over there is the Ukrainian festival, which I was there yesterday. And hey, what's up, guys? Alex here in the west end of Toronto at the intersection of Bloor Street West and Keele Street. And here is, of course, Keele subway station on line 2, Bloor Danforth. Used to come here pretty often when I was going to the Silverfir neighborhood. In fact, I haven't been back there in as many as 3-4 weeks. So I'll have to be back here tomorrow and catch the 941. There's a squirrel. And no, he's over there. Yeah, I can't really see him, but. And today's another nice day outside. Sunny, but still hot, around 24 degrees Celsius on this Saturday, September 14th, 2025. And it is around, or actually just after 1:15 p.m. Here's the bus bays at Keele subway station. And I wasn't sure what video I wanted to make today, but we're gonna walk around the residential neighborhood here in the West End. It might be part of the High Park ward, but apparently this small area is known as West Bend. And I did a walking video around here back at sunset in 2022, so I would say a long time ago. So you know what we're gonna do? While I'm waiting for Sapan, because he's gonna come all the way to Bloor and Roncesvalles, and then we're gonna walk down to the Polish festival. Henry and Liam were just there. But I'm gonna wait for Sapan, so at least, you know, he's not gonna be alone the whole time. And then we're gonna walk to the Ukrainian festival. So I might as well just make a walking video on waiting. And then I'm thinking of going to the Dairy Queen, maybe get like a brownie confection or something like that. Yesterday was fun. And after dinner, I went to the boardwalk. I did a video along that, walking by the lake at the golden hour. And then I had to wait for the 92 for a freaking long time because the other bus that never showed up. So it was like the same one that I missed that just actually came back, and it was so freaking busy. We had to stop at every single stop, so it was a bit annoying. Took around like 11 minutes according to the video I made. And now we're back out here. Span's still walking west on Bloor. Last time I checked, he was at Christie Pitts Park. Still quite a ways from here, so that's why I'm making this video now. And then I'll find my way back to the Dairy Queen on Bloor Street West, I think near Indian Grove. I was walking by that on Henry's stream. Of course, you know, Henry does these very long 7, 8, 9 hour streams. Looks like he's gonna go for that again. And tomorrow, back to school, 11 a.m. class. Unfortunately, the guys are going to Barrie without me because Yoshi told me that that's the only time he has to bring his mom's car up. And I wanted to go to Barrie, so I'm really bummed out. really, really bummed out. So hopefully another time. All right, here's Glen Lake Avenue. I did a walking video on this street 2 years ago. So now we will head east here. I like this neighborhood because, you know, it's interesting. Interesting homes here that require steps to access them. And then you got the subway right next to it. May cause a bit of noise, but that's okay. I live right next to the subway, so I know how that feels. Maybe if you're living in New York or Chicago, it's a very different story, because a lot of the subways are elevated and they're right next to people's apartment buildings. Here's a squirrel on the power line. Oh man, it's so freaking hot. Well, summer's not over just yet. I think we have like 9 days left until the return of fall. As you can see, the leaves are starting to change colors. We're now walking south. I don't know what freaking street we are on, but this is probably like Indian Grove. You see here, requires steps to go upstairs to the entrance. And that's what it's like back in my old neighborhood. Everyone has to just walk up the steps. It's probably difficult if you're old too. Very difficult. Let's go over here. There's more shade. I know I had chocolate ice cream yesterday, but I haven't had Dairy Queen in a while. Especially a nice Oreo brownie confection. And then I did say on the stream, I'll try not to eat sugar for the rest of the week. But the thing is, though, I'm addicted to it, so I can't help it. I really can't. Oh man, so Barry is gonna have to wait for a while now because I got class tomorrow. I also want to visit Guelph, Brantford, maybe Kitchener, Waterloo again. All right. All right, we'll make a left here. I think that's Edna Avenue. We'll go all the way to Dundas Street West. You can hear the subway trains rumbling by. Oh no, that's Glen Gordon something. Okay, let's walk east here and go uphill. Really hope this isn't a dead end. Junction Farmers Market. Oh yeah, because not even far from here is the Junction neighborhood. More like along Dundas between Runnymede and Keele. Okay, here's Indian Road. All right. Looks a lot more believable now. And we have another squirrel, but it's a gray one. And there's the subway, elevated for this part, and then it goes underground into Dundas West Station. I'm not sure if this is a good film. Let's wait till a train arrives here. Let's wait. Okay, here comes an eastbound train. And the westbound train. Nice. And you can walk this way to Kiel subway station, of course. Okay, this is Etna Avenue. I discovered something 2 years ago when I was walking by here. There's like a little garden and a bench right beside the tracks. I'll quickly show you that. Eventually we'll reach Dundas Street and then we'll make our way back to Bloor. Little hidden spot to like rail fan right around here. This is very interesting here. I guess it was all planted by the residents here. Oh yeah, look, here it is.
There you go.
Somebody's sitting here, so we're not gonna barge. And this over here is the Vincent Subway Yards, which was unused for decades until several years ago in the late 2010s when they decided to reactivate it. So it's only during the weekdays they store trains here during the midday, and then at rush hour they bring them back into service. Obviously, it's very small. They always get maintenance done at the Greenwood Yard. Speaking of which, they're having an open house for the United Way at Greenwood on Saturday. So I'll be there. Likely with Sapand. Moses said he'll be there. Another buddy of mine. And here is Dundas West subway station. And from here you can hop on the very slow ass 504 King and 505 Dundas Street streetcars. Although of course they are diverting because of the, well, at least the King streetcar, because you know the Polish Festival on Roncesvalles. There it is, my old home route, the 168 Symington. Oh, the streetcar operator is letting me go. We have a New Flyer Excelsior here, 6078. You can also catch the 40 Junction bus. At least the street cars don't really cause as much noise as when they're turning, because that's been a disturbance in the Beaches neighborhood. And look, there's an Up Express train at the Bloor station. However, you'll have to walk an extra few minutes to get there. And you can hear a train's about to leave here. Can't really hear it that much. And there's a McDonald's here. And you get to see a McDonald's inside a Toronto subway station. Well, actually, the other station that has a McDonald's is St. Clair Station on line 1. So about half an hour ago or less, I walked out here and I found Henry taking a little smoke break at the southeast corner, right by the high school. Liam was also there. And then I just walked with them until we got to Keele. All right, we're going to stay on the north side of Bloor just because, you know, the Dairy Queen's right there. And then the pan should be here for the next 15 to 30 minutes. And I guess I'll be walking back here pretty soon. Because we're going to be walking towards Bloor West Village and the Ukrainian Festival again. And then I'm not sure what else I'll do. I have to, of course, Sunday's my laundry day, so I got to do that. And then get ready for tomorrow. Let's see where King Slice is. Another popular pizza place here. Good slices. I remember having that for lunch on Christmas Eve. After my little trip to Mississauga. There's Dorval Road, like Dorval, Quebec, and Montreal. But there's also a Dorval Drive right by the Ford plants in Oakville. We're almost going to complete a circuit, but not really.
Yeah.
Ah, here it is. King Slice. That sounds good. Well, I already had lunch, so. I think by now, Sapan shouldn't be too far. Let's get my mini dessert from here, and then I guess we'll either I'm gonna sit down there and eat, or I'm just gonna walk and find Sapan. I was walking on the south side with the guys. Andrea's cookies. I like Craig cookies more. Oh shit, one for $5. It's slightly more expensive than Craig's. I was tempted on having yesterday, but I just decided not to. Alright, here's the Dairy Queen. I'm gonna go inside, get a dessert. Hey guys, so that's it for this one. So thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care, be good, stay safe, and thanks for your support. Peace out. Bye-bye.